Hi, so I'm going to be doing the BookTubeAthon challenge, which is to tell everyone what your favorite book is. I'm currently outside right now because I am finishing up a walk with my dog. Here she is. She hates the camera, so you'll never see her face. If I pause for a second or kind of like am silently awkward, is because there's bikers or walkers going by and I'm awkward. So I thought a lot about this, and I was thinking, what kind of book is my favorite book? Because I read a lot of books. I usually read books for the most part only once, and it's only if so I thought my favorite book is a book that I've read multiple times. It's also a book that I remember, like there's some sort of impact that's been left on me. And then, so the book I ended up choosing is a book that I've read multiple times. It's also the first review I left on Goodreads with like a written review, and possibly the only one. And the name of the book is So You Want to Be a Wizard by Diane Duane. And Diane Duane has a whole like series of books with these main characters and the world that she's created. But I really like this first book because it's fantasy, and it's about these two kids. I think they might be teenagers or young teens, and they basically by chance happen upon this book that's called So You Want to Be a Wizard. The main girl character at first just thinks that it's a kind of like a spoof on like a career guide, but as she reads it, she learns that like, hey, magic exists in the universe and it binds us all together. And she basically takes this oath that says that she will protect the universe from the slow decay or death. And by doing so, by taking the oath, it basically opens her up to and allows her access to the magic in the universe. And so she's then able, with the help of the book that becomes her instruction manual, is then able to connect with other wizards in the area that are also trying to slow the decay and death of the universe, and then also other creatures, because other creatures on Earth and on other worlds are also wizards and working to slow the decay of the universe. So I thought it was a really cool world building, because it takes this idea of what if there were wizards in our like modern everyday life, what would they be doing, how do they integrate with us? All of this takes place in New York City, or most of it takes place in New York City, I think. And so you really kind of see how magic works in a modern day setting that's not like Harry Potter, where you have the wizard and then it takes us outside of the muggle or kind of the regular person's world and into a special world where they can be completely wizard, like, you know, they can completely use magic and openly and be a wizard and everybody knows. So I thought that this was kind of an interesting take. I think it does attempt a little bit at almost like a scientific or like mock scientific explanation of how magic exists or why it exists in the universe, and I also kind of like that as well. So that's a book that's really kind of stuck with me for a very long time. I read it multiple times, like I said, and it's at the top of my list. So that is my favorite book, and why I like it. All right, bye.